Morning, another food haul, and somehow I went over budget even though I don't need much food this week. I think it's because I bought my son some birthday bits, which made the price go up a little bit over than I usually do. So in Asda and Home Bargains, I have a £30 budget, and then in Aldi, I have another £30 budget. Don't always hit that budget. I'm somewhere between the £60 and £70 a week mark. However, my son's birthday is coming up in the next week, and I saw something for £2.99, so I bought it him. I also bought a card and a badge for his birthday. So because of that, I think that's why I've gone slightly over my £30 limit. I spent £14.57 in Home Bargains, and I spent £16.90 in Asda. And then Aldi I will do tomorrow, which you will see after this one. It's half term next week, and my ex-husband and I split the week. So I've got my son Monday, Tuesday and half of Wednesday, and then he will have him half of Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and then we keep our weekends the same. So therefore I'm not doing a big shop because he's not going to be here for half the week. And I did say that I would treat him to a Greggs on Tuesday, so I didn't need to buy him lunch. And he's already requested pizza for dinner on Tuesday before he goes to martial arts, and I've got that in the freezer. So I don't need to buy a lot of food, because when he's not here, I'm planning on eating food out of the freezer to save me a little bit of money. But somehow I still went over my £30 budget. But I did buy some extra breakfast things because I'm struggling with breakfast. We seem to have the same breakfast and I'm worried he's going to get bored. But every time I try something new, he doesn't like it. I've tried French toast. He doesn't like cereal. He likes pizza toast. He likes egg muffins. He likes hash brown and sausages. He sometimes has scrambled egg and a boiled egg, but he seems to want to be in the right mood for that. So if you have any breakfast ideas for my son, I'd really appreciate it, because I'm really struggling because I keep trying things, but he keeps saying he doesn't like it. So a little bit of help would be great. But let me show you what I've got in Home Bargains and Asda. This is what I got in Home Bargains. First of all, I got some tissues for the car because we tend to have runny noses and other things happen in the car. So I always like to have packets of tissues, and I realised this one that we're on our last packet. So I bought these from Home Bargains to put in the car. I also bought another sponge wash thing for myself. This is what I bought for my son. He absolutely adores Mario. This was £2.99 in Home Bargains, and it's the Super Mario Brothers movie, which my son absolutely loves. He loves the Super Mario movie. So I bought him this for £2.99. I thought that was a bargain. I also bought myself a new toothbrush for 39p, and I bought some more wipes for 59p. But someone did say make your own cleaning products, but I don't know how. So if you know how to make your own cleaning products, then do let me know. I'm running out of mouthwash, so I picked some more up for 89p. I picked up some vanilla essence because I'm going to try and make some baked donuts, and I need some more vanilla essence. My son absolutely loves these. They're I know they're skinny food and they're like a weight loss thing, but he likes them. He doesn't have them all the time, and it's a treat for his birthday, and I picked up 3 for £1. So it's just a little treat as a birthday snack for him. And we are seeing my nieces as well soon, so I think I might save all 3 of them for when we see them, so they can have one each. Picked up 2 more of these juice drinks because I do like to put this in my water sometimes if I'm struggling to get water in. I also picked up some multivitamins for my son. These were £1.9. He has these every morning. I picked up a protein yogurt for me. Over the last few days, I've been really struggling to eat lunch and dinners for some reason. I don't know whether it's time, I'm just busy, or I just keep forgetting that I have to eat until my stomach rumbles. And I'm on the go again today, so I thought I'd pick this up for my lunch. It's got 25 grams of protein. Not brilliant, but, you know, I need to put something in my body to fuel me. And it's only for today. After today, I'll be back to normal and be eating my proper lunches and dinners. Also bought some of these rice thins for my son because I'm trying to stop the tomato wheels and cheese puffs. I did look for the tangy tomatoes that someone suggested in Home Bargains. Didn't have any. And What's It seemed to make him go hypo, so didn't want to buy any of those. So I thought I'd try the thins. I saw the thins where I usually see the tangy tomato, so I thought I'd try those. This is the breakfast thing. I don't want to give him a croissant, I really don't, but I don't know what else to do. So any suggestions, please? would be appreciative. I've tried yogurt and fruit. That's good, but it's not filling enough. Doesn't really like porridge, but I was thinking of doing baked porridge oats to see if that works. So might try that over the half term, and then I still got time to change it and give him toast if he doesn't like it, rather than do it on a school day. And that is all I bought from Home Bargains, and all of that cost me £14.57. It's a cheek. I think it's because this was £2.99, so maybe that was why, but I will check my receipt because it doesn't seem right, does it? But anyway, that was what I got from Home Bargains. This is what I bought from Asda. This cost me £16.90. My son said he wanted some peas, so I'm not going to refuse that. So I bought some frozen peas for him so he can have that. I also bought some more porridge oats because I opened my last bag. If you've been watching me long enough, you know when I open the last bag of something, I replace it straight away. I picked up this sweet and warming carrot and coriander soup mix. It was on the yellow sticker, and as my son is going to be with his dad for a few days, I thought this was going to be a great dinner because I can do it. It serves 4 people, and that will last me a couple of lunches, maybe a dinner. So I thought I'd pick that up. This was actually on the yellow sticker. It was £1.20 down to 82p. I picked up 2 lots of raspberries, which was £2 down to 98p. So I picked up 2 of those, and my mum wanted the milk, so I picked her up a milk. Also picked up sugar snap peas and some mange too. And I picked up some apples as well. I made a mistake with the cheese. I really wasn't thinking. My mind is not in shopping today. Does anybody do that? You go shopping and your mind is just not in it and it all goes wrong. I paid £3 for this cheese. I usually pay £2.55 and I paid £3 for it because I picked up the wrong cheese. So I'm a little bit annoyed at myself with that, but it just makes sure that I need to get my head in the game when I go shopping. I also picked up some more dark chocolate because I've used my last bar making banana chocolate mousse cup, so I needed to pick up a bar to replace it. I picked up some rainbow sprinkles because it is pancake day this week. Well, next week, isn't it? Next Tuesday is pancake day. So I bought some sprinkles to do some funfetti pancakes. I've got everything else I need in the cupboard already. So I just need to pick up some sprinkles. I also picked up some more yogurt for myself. And then I picked up this for my boy. So he's got his own birthday boy badge. I think this was 70p. And then I bought a card for him for an awesome son because he does love Star Wars. Hopefully it's not too wet with all the peas and stuff. So I picked up this, The Force is Strong with this child. He absolutely adores Star Wars, so I bought him that for £1.50. And all of that cost me £16.90. And they say shopping is supposed to be coming down in price. Don't think so. Anyway, all of this cost me £31.47p. But let's see what Aldi does tomorrow and see if I can get that under 30. And this is Aldi. It isn't much because it's half term next week where we are, and my son will be with me for 2.5 days, and then he'll go with his dad for 2.5 days. So I didn't need to buy that much. I've got no bread. I'm actually going to be making bread this weekend, so I didn't buy any bread. And I've only got my son for 2 breakfasts and 2 dinners and 3 lunches. So by making bread, he can have sandwiches. I also said I would buy him a Greggs this week as well, so we'll have that. He's got pizza for one of his dinners, and then I think I'm doing fish and rice as well for one of his other dinners too, and then he'll be with his dad. So didn't have to buy that much. They had a good Super 6 in Aldi today, which included the ginger, lemon, mushroom, blueberries and bananas, and these, which I've never ever tried. So I don't know how to eat them. So if anyone has had these before, how do I eat them? What do they taste like? Do I have to peel them? Do let me know. And how do you pronounce it? Lychees? Leeches? Not sure. So if you could let me know anything about these, I'd appreciate it. They were all between 59p and 89p. The ginger and the lemon and turmeric, I think, I'm going to be making a ginger shot. I will be doing it in my day in the life video coming up, so keep an eye out for that. Do subscribe so you don't miss it. But there's a ginger shot you can do which helps your immune system and helps fights off colds, and with a lot of colds and illnesses going around, I thought I'd give it a go. I also bought myself some oranges and some grapes as well, fruit wise, and obviously I bought my kiwi. I also picked up some tomatoes, peppers, spring onion, spinach and cucumber. I forgot to pick up any lettuce, but that's okay. I've got plenty of food in the freezer that I'm going to be having, so I haven't got to worry about that. I also picked up, I think I picked up some, I said ham, but I picked up some ham. I picked up 2 packets of lentil hoops, and I only picked up 2 packets of tomato wheels because I'm doing what some people have suggested. Someone suggested pom bears, but I bought teddy faces. I did look for the tangy Tom wheels in Home Bargains, didn't have any. So I'm going to try these and try fins. I'm still going to keep the tomato wheels, but stop the cheese puffs. And then next week, stop the tomato wheels and do the carrot puffs, not cheese puff, carrot puffs, and then I'll slowly wean him off them and do this instead. And let's just see if he notices. Also got all my rice cakes as well. I got 2 boxes of green tea because they don't have their green tea in very often in the Aldi by me. So I picked up 1 pure green tea and 1 green tea with lemon. So I've got it stocked already. And I picked up some more cinnamon because I have that on my breakfast cereal or my porridge every morning. So I picked up some more of that. And I picked up some cocoa powder because I've only got 1/4 of a tub left of cocoa powder. And I like to make sure that I've got plenty in. And then I've obviously got my orange squash as well as some spinach and cucumber. So I didn't have to buy much. No dino wheels because he's got no school next week. And I said he's only here for 2.5 days. I've only got to really look after myself. So in Aldi, that all cost me £26.72. In Home Bargains was £11.58 and Asda was £16.90. So I got it for £55.20. So that was my shopping haul. I'm also going to be taking my son to Greggs this week. I told him I would buy him a sausage roll at Greggs. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesday for his lunch. And then I'm also going to be making my own bread this weekend, so I don't need to buy any bread. So he will be having sandwiches Monday and Wednesday lunchtime and a Greggs on Tuesday lunchtime. Monday evening for dinner, he will have fish and rice and peas. And Tuesday for dinner, he will have pizza because that's what he's requested before he goes to martial arts. And on Wednesday afternoon, he goes back to his dad. So I don't really have to worry about anything like that. But a lot of people say, what do I eat? So I thought I would quickly go through a few things that I found in my cupboard to let you know what I'm going to be eating. Every morning I have porridge. Every single morning, porridge with some fruit, either blueberries or apples with peanut butter and chia seeds or flax seeds or something like that. So every single morning, creature habit, absolutely love it. So that's what I have every morning. So for lunches, so let me show you what I got. I found a tin of chopped tomatoes and I found 3 tins of chickpeas. So 1 tin of chickpeas will actually give me 2 meals because I split it in half and I put it with a bunch of vegetables. So that's 2 meals and I've got 3 tins of them. So that's 6 meals already just with chickpeas. I don't have the same all the time. I'll mix the vegetables up or I'll make a hummus with it and then have some carrot sticks or peppers and cucumber sticks and have that instead with some rice cakes, especially on a Tuesday evening when it's a very quick meal and I usually have it when I come back from martial arts with my son. So having some hummus with some veggie sticks and some rice cakes is perfect. So there is like 6 meals there for me already. I've also got 1/4 of a packet of red lentils left, so I'm going to be making some red lentil wraps and putting some vegetables in there too. I will be doing a video on how I make my wraps as well, but I'm a bit nervous because they always go right when I don't film it, and then when I film it, it will just go completely wrong. So I need to make sure that I feel confident enough. I also found some pasta, so with the chopped tin tomatoes, and I got some frozen red onion in the freezer. So I'll make a chunky tomato dinner. The recipe for that is in my Facebook group, Solo Mum to One. The link in the description box below if you want to go and check out the recipe for that. And I said I've got mixed beans as well, so I can just roast some of them with some vegetables and salad stuff. I've also got some tofu left, so I can make some scrambled tofu if I feel like that. And then in the fridge, I still got a broccoli left and I still got some carrots left that I'm going to be using up. And in the freezer, I found the other day that I have some plant-based burgers, so I can put that with some broccoli and some carrots and some plant-based burgers and some potatoes, because I've still got 2 white potatoes and 2 sweet potatoes left as well. So I've got plenty. I haven't been eating very well for the last 2 weeks. I've been rushed off my feet with my son's birthday and it's just been absolutely crazy. Also in the freezer, I do have a root vegetable mash, so I could put that with a plant-based burger and some broccoli. So I've got plenty of food. So I do eat. I just really spread my food out and I make it last me at least a couple of weeks or at least a few meals. So say like a tin of chickpeas will last me 2 meals. So that's 2 lunches for me. I've got 3 tins of chickpeas. So for me, that's basically lunches for the entire week. I then got 2 sweet potatoes I can have with something for 2 dinners. I've got a soup mix that you would have saw in the shopping earlier on in the video. That will last me for 2 meals. And then I've obviously got the plant-based burgers and the root vegetable mash. I've got tofu, I've got red lentils. I will always find something. So just to let you know, I do eat, but I only buy the things when it's absolutely necessary for me to buy, and that's how I can keep my costs so low. So this week's shopping only come to £55.20 because it is half term and I don't have to buy extra food. This is the bonus of being a single parent sometimes when you have got the other parent involved in the child's life. But I know not everybody can be that fortunate. So that's my shopping. I'm quite proud. I'm quite happy with what I've done. But I'm sure that the money that I saved will go somewhere else during this half term. But that's just kids, isn't it? Let me know what you think. Would you also like me to try a different supermarket? Would you like me to try Lidl and see what the price comparison is? If you would like to see that video, do let me know in the comment box below. If you also like this video, give it a good thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate it. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to. If you are not new here, but you are yet to hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. And if you have already hit that subscribe button, thank you so much for all your continued support. I really do appreciate it. I hope whenever you watch this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.